Hello everybody, welcome to Sick of Shit Broadcasting. I'm the host of this program, Mr. Sick of Shit. And I'm always sick of the shit, just like you. However, I got some good news for a change. Sure could use a little good news today, couldn't you? Oh, I can always use it. And I was very happy to hear about this. I really was. The people of Africa are rising up. They are telling European, what do you call these people? Corporations, basically. Stealing, and have been for decades, literally stealing every valuable natural resource that Africa has. And it's mostly American companies and European companies. And they are now standing up and they're telling, by the thousands, they're telling these people, get out of our country. You are not going to continue doing this to us, impoverishing our people. You're getting out. Our resources belong to us, and we will choose what we're going to do with them. Now, this isn't going to be good for the European and American economy. I'm just going to get that out in the open. It won't be good for us, but it's good for the people of Africa. And I hope that the people of the Middle East and Asia and everywhere else that American and European companies go in and literally enslave other nations. I really hope that all these people all over the world stand up and tell these people, get the hell out of our country. You're not going to do this to us and our people anymore. We're not going to allow it. I really hope they do. It's bad enough what our government and our military, because the government orders the military to go into other countries and help communists, socialists, fascists. And I got news for you. Don't think that it's only the Democrats that are doing this stuff like they're doing in Ukraine right now. George Bush was just as bad. Ronald Reagan, I don't care what anybody says, you remember the whole Contra Sandinista thing? He did the same damn thing. He was not the great president that everybody thinks he was. He was helping a socialist, communist government come in and take over against one that was elected by the people. At any rate, it's both Repulsivans and Democrats that have been doing this for the longest time. And it needs to stop. And for one, I am so glad to see the people of Africa taking back their countries. It's high time. I'm glad to see they're doing it. I don't care if it causes a problem for me here. I got problems already. A few more ain't gonna hurt anything. Depends on how bad it gets. But I'm sorry, folks. We deserve this because we have put shitholes in the White House and they behave like exactly what they are towards other countries. These men are shit. Trump may have been a little less shitty than the rest of them, but I'm sorry, the man betrayed the entire country. He knew he won that election, and instead of staying in office, which he could have done because he had the whole United States military and every branch of it at his disposal, he could easily have kept himself in the White House, but he didn't. For what reason? I'm not sure. I just know he didn't do it. I will tell you this, everybody knew when Bush and Gore ran against each other that Gore, he would have been just as bad as Bush was, no doubt. But he won fair and square that election, and Bush and his brother stole that election from him. Everybody knows that they did. We all know it. And I got news for you. What goes around comes around. The Repulsivans stole an election from the Democrats. Well, eventually, at the time when we needed a Repulsivan who was a little bit less repulsive than the others, to stay in office, what went around came back. That's all I can tell you. You do it, it's going to happen to you. And when it does, it's not only going to be worse for you, it's going to be worse for the whole country. Because none of the Repulsivans had anything to say about it. They wanted Bush in there. Of course, they had no idea what kind of a person he was. I had an idea after hearing one of his daddy's speeches. I didn't think the apple fell too far from the tree, and I didn't vote for him. I regret that I did vote for Al Gore, but the issue is they stole an election, and an election got stole from them when we really needed it to not happen. But, again, nobody had anything to say on the Repulsivan side about what happened to old Gory baby. And people should have stood up for the truth and said, he won, we lost, let him have it. But nobody wanted to do that. But then sure as Trump lost an election for the same reason, everybody had something to say. And that was on both sides. At any rate, Africa, you have my support. The people of Africa have my support. And I am proud of you. And I'm sorry. I apologize. I can't apologize on behalf of the government because the government doesn't care. But as a citizen, if anyone in Africa hears this, we're not all bad people here. And there's those of us who know what our government and what our military has been doing for so long, we don't approve of it, and we don't vote for it. And we're proud of you for standing up and taking back your countries. And we are with you. Everybody who wants to stand up and take back your country, no matter where you are in the world, and that includes Russia. Of course, they still got theirs, but people trying to take it from them. I stand for you. I support you, and I always will. Because it's your country, and you do with it what you see fit. Not what somebody else, somewhere else in the world, tells you need to do. Because it's none of their damn business. Till next time, Mr. Sick of Shit, signing out.